What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdiem.com. If your goal was to fall asleep, of all the games that's gone on so far in week 4, including the Thursday night game, this was the game that you can fall asleep on. And it wouldn't help that the Chicago Bears will lose this game to the Indianapolis Colts 19-11. This is a game where you just throw it away. You just wipe your hands of it. You got a short week coming up Thursday night against Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You just throw this game away. The Indianapolis Colts went out there and they dominated Nick Foles and this Bears offense. Nick Foles was inaccurate. The Bears receivers, yet again, Anthony Miller, dropping passes. He had a chance to make a play in the fourth quarter in Indianapolis Colts territory, but the ball goes through his hands and it gets picked off. Like I said, Nick Foles did not have a good game. He was inaccurate. But just like I said when Mitch Trubisky was the quarterback, these are not great quarterbacks. If you are the receivers on this team, you need to catch the ball when the ball comes to you. You can't be dropping passes. You're not going to get second chances like that in this Bears offense, especially when you're playing a good defense in the Indianapolis Colts. So when you have the opportunity in Colts territory to keep the drive going, you need to make the play. But not a good game from this Bears offense. The offensive line was trash in this game, but Charles Leno, and if you've been listening to me since I started this last year, you know how I feel about both Charles Leno and Bobby Massey. I don't think they're any good. But for Charles Leno, the left tackle, the blind side for your quarterback, to be as lazy as this guy can be sometimes, it's horrible, man. I get it. Justin Houston has been one of the best pass rushers in this league over the last 10 years. But to not really try, to not really extend your hands, keep him away, to allow him to just swim right past you so easily, it's horrible, man. This man obviously needs to be more aggressive on the line of scrimmage. You can't just go out and allow these pass rushers to get by you. Come on, man. Do your job better, man. You're getting paid. Do your job better. And speaking of doing your job better, defense. What's going on? Yes, this is a good defense. Don't get me wrong. They gave up 19 points. But this defense has not been great. So many penalties for this Bears defense. This Bears defense has been undisciplined. Too many first downs. Too many drives extended because you commit so many penalties. And yes, I get it. Some penalties are going to always be bullshit. But at the end of the day, this offense is going to be average at best. For the defense, the supposed strongest point of this Bears team, there has to be more discipline. There has to be more turnovers. There has to be more sacks. There has to be more tackling. Too many times so far this season, you'll see a running back just run 5, 6, 7, 8 yards untouched. How many times have we seen this from this Bears defense already? A guy would get the ball and not be touched for another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus yards. We've seen that too many times already from a defense that's supposed to be elite. We shouldn't be seeing that. Phillip Rivers is a longtime veteran, a future Hall of Famer, and he made plays when he needed to. His receivers went out there and they made plays when they needed to. They made contested plays when they needed to. They scored the touchdown early. And even though they didn't score another touchdown, they got to field goal range and they converted on their field goals. Now, that this Colts offense dodged a bullet? Absolutely. I love Khalil Mack. He's one of the best players in the NFL. Obviously, the best player on this Bears team. But with some of that money he got, this man needs to go and buy him some more hands, bro. Phillip Rivers and his Colts offense are deep in their own territory. The Bears get a pass rush from Barkevious Mingo. He hits Phillip Rivers as he's throwing the ball, and the ball just pops up. And they said on the broadcast, it was literally like a punt. It was hanging up there. I thought it was obvious that whoever the Bear was in the vicinity of that ball, they were going to pick it off. Lo and behold, it's Khalil Mack, and he goes up. And it looks like he's about to get the ball. The ball hits him in the hands. And then it squirms right out through his hands onto the ground. Come on, man. This Bears offense needs every single break they could possibly get. Now, Phillip Rivers should have had another should-be interception. He throws the ball to his big tight end, and Tashawn Gibson does a great job defending the pass. Now, Tashawn Gibson tips the pass up, and out of nowhere, Roquan Smith comes sliding on the sideline in the end zone, and he makes a great catch. His foot was out of bounds when he made contact with the ball, so they called it back. And since they reversed the call, the Colts get another opportunity. They eventually settle for a field goal, but that's 3 points right there, man. It was just one of those games, man. You can't always have it your way. So the Bears fall to 3-1. They lose to the Indianapolis Colts 19-11 in a very, very forgettable game. This offense, and I sound like a broken record, but this offense needs to play better. They need to play better. They need to be more consistent. Defense. The defense needs to tighten up. The defense can't be committing so many penalties. There are Pro Bowlers, all pros on this defense. They need to step up. They need to make plays. I've been talking about Allen Robinson and how he needs to get paid. Well, these defensive guys, they got paid. So now they need to make plays. I don't care who the quarterback is, Nick Foles or Mitch Trubisky. You cannot have those guys going out trying to do too much. The defense needs to play better. And speaking of doing too much, Cordero Patterson, memo to you. Do this for me and stop running the ball out of the end zone. Take the touchback, because more times than not, hell, you barely making it to the 15-yard line. Do everybody a favor. Do your offense a favor and take a knee. But this wasn't a good game at all. It was a very uninspiring game from the Chicago Bears. And hopefully, on a short week against the GOAT, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Thursday night football at Soldier Field, they can reverse this. They can play better. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace.